I come from, I guess, about 3 generations of people that were involved in music. So I played trumpet and still do a bit. And the one thing I saw with that is if you're going to have a great band, it takes a lot of people behind the scenes, it takes a lot of cooperation, and it takes a really good conductor to make it all happen. The work ethics are just absolutely terrific out of the Midwest. I learned early on, you work hard, you tell things straight, you live by some pretty good values, and I think that's influenced my life. I've always loved investments. When I was going to college, I started buying mutual funds, started investing, and then had the opportunity to take some of those skills, I think, and relate them over into the banking business. We like to think of Washington Mutual as a company that's focused on looking at financial services from the customer's point of view. And so some people have called us the UnBank. I think that showed up for us with the launch that we did nationwide of free checking. For me, Washington Mutual is just a terrific institution that has been built with some great people over the years. And it has this underlying warm, open, friendly culture that values diversity, that allows people to kind of be themselves, and we have a good time. But it's also a performance-oriented culture, so it's very dynamic and driven.
Man in the middle there is Harry Kellinger ringing the opening bell.
We are always on the outlook about where is the landscape changing, where are the opportunities, how can we add value for shareholders by staying a little ahead of the curve. We went off and entered California with the acquisition of American Savings, which doubled the size of the company. Then Great Western, which doubled the company again. And then right on the heels of that, we did H.F. Amundsen. We're a growth company. We know we have to continually adapt, and we never accept the status quo. I tell our employees often that we have to totally reinvent the company within a 5-year period. So if we look at anything like we did 5 years ago, that's probably unacceptable. The same thing for the next 5 years. I expect this company to look totally different 5 years from now than what it does today. We firmly believe that the company will do well if its communities do well, and that we really want communities that are great places for our employees to live and good places for us to do business. The legacy and the history of this company is to be highly involved in the community. It was initially built to help rebuild a burnt-down city of Seattle back in the late 1800s. And ever since then, we have generously given back to our community and invested in it, and I think it's paid rich dividends back to the company. We've tried to build the whole brand of the bank around some common themes that the customers have told us. Number one, they want great value. They want to know day in and day out you have excellent prices. Second, they want friendly service. And third, they want to know that we're interested in them. And I think the differentiator we've had against many of our large competitors is they tend to make the average person feel small. And what we're doing is trying to say the average person is welcome here. Not only welcome, you are what we are all about. And the size of that population is so large that whoever gets that right, it can be an absolute home run. The thing I've seen, a dramatic shift in banking over the years, is it's moved from a very bureaucratic, staid, boring, frankly, business into one in which I think has been transformed. And I think it's a much more fun game. This has been a really exciting period. It's about who can figure out the right vision of where the industry is going to go, and then to execute on it really well, but also to be very flexible and adaptive, that when the marketplace changes, that you change. And I think it's just a very, very exciting environment. This is a great job. It's not easy. The hours are extraordinarily long, and it's a lot of work. But when you're with a great company, being able to develop a great management team, being able to grow customers, grow employees, grow communities, grow enormous value for shareholders, that's a lot of fun.